Good morning, students. We will be continuing our next lecture on units and measurements. Our next topic is how we can measure the small length. Means very small lengths, how we can measure. Our topic is measurement of small length. That means we will estimate the size of a molecule in this way. You know that we can see very small size under microscope. When we are placing a size of 10 is to power minus 6 under a microscope, we will not be able to see it. The size up to less than 10 is to power minus 6 we can see under microscope, but the size greater than 10 is to power minus 6 meter, they can't be visible under the microscope. Why it is not visible? Question comes in our mind. The first concept you should keep in your mind is that we are seeing the objects under microscope due to a phenomena of light that is known as the diffraction of light. Means when you are placing any object under a microscope, you will be able to see that object under the microscope due to diffraction of light only. What is this diffraction? The light bends when it hits the edges of an object, when it hits the corner of object. Suppose you have placed some object under a microscope. The light has a wave nature. It will bend from the corners of object like this, like this, like this. It will bend. Here the light area will get created. Here also the light area will get created. But here dark area will get created, which will show the presence of that object under the microscope. So like this, wave nature, hitting, this will a light area will get created here in the microscope and light area will get created, but a dark will be seen here when you are placing a larger size object under a microscope. So this dark area will give information about the object that is placed under the microscope. But when you are placing an object whose size is greater than 10 is to power minus 6, if you are placing an object under a microscope whose size is less than 10 is to power minus 6, that means you are having a size of 10 is to power minus 8, 10 is to power minus 7, 10 is to power minus 9. When you place that such a small object under a microscope, the same light is having this wave nature. It will strike all the light rays, they will get mixed up, and all the area under the microscope will be a light area. No dark patch will be created. So object will not be seen under a microscope if you place whose size is less than 10 is to power minus 6. So it is clearly indicated that microscope is able to, we can see the objects whose size is greater than 10 to minus 6 under a microscope. If you place an object whose size is less than 10 to power minus 6, we will not be able to see it under the microscope. So if the size of atom is 10 to power minus 8 or 10 to power minus 9 meter, we will not be able to see it under the microscope. So we can't do the direct measurement. So which method means for the measurement of length? So the method of indirect measurement means how our main aim is to calculate the size of molecule. How we can calculate the size of molecule? Size means a molecule is there na? You have to calculate its diameter. Diameter means you have to calculate its height. The target is to calculate the height of a diameter. What will you do? Suppose you will first take that molecule. How you will take that molecule? You will take a liquid of that molecule. Liquid means, suppose you want to calculate the diameter of this molecule. This molecule is of oleic acid. Suppose this is of oleic acid. And you will not take a one molecule, you will take a liquid of this oleic acid. In which apparatus in a lab there is apparatus known as burette, puppet, like this. Markings are there, A, B, Z, and you know this amount of volume. This is this cubic centimeter of volume. This is cubic centimeter of volume. You know this amount. You will take the liquid of this molecule and you will place the liquid in this puppet like this. You will take large means more number of drops of this liquid and you will place it in puppet, and your target is to calculate its volume. How you will calculate the volume? You will fill the puppet up to A, here up to A level you will fill, and here is a stopper. You will open the stopper and the volume of this liquid will start going into the beaker drop by drop. Means drop by drop it will fall into the underlying beaker. You will allow the liquid from A level to come at the B level, and this liquid will fall in the form of drops. Suppose n number of drops has fallen. Total, suppose 50 example, 50 drops have fallen. You are considering that as a means integer at n. Suppose n number of drops have fallen when the volume of liquid has moved from A point to B point. That means volume has moved from A to B point, and you know the amount of this volume because all the marks are present on the puppet. Suppose this volume is 100, A to B is 100 cc cube, cubic centimeter. What is this? Cubic centimeter of volume has moved, and 50 drops have moved. Total drops divided by total volume, you will get the volume of one drop. That is 2 is the volume of one drop. That means if your target is to calculate the total number of drops and the total number of volume that has moved. Suppose the total volume has moved V, cubic centimeter, and total drops that has moved to the beaker is N. You will get the volume of one drop. That means our first target is to calculate the volume of one drop of that liquid. You will allow this liquid to move to the beaker. Suppose C cubic centimeter volume has moved. Suppose C cubic centimeter volume has moved, and N is the number of drops that have moved. So the volume of one drop is C upon N cubic centimeter. So this is the first step. In first step you will calculate the volume of one drop of that liquid. Which liquid? Whose diameter of molecule we want to calculate. We have taken the liquid in this puppet na, and this liquid is having the molecules in it like this, so many molecules, and our target is to calculate the height of one molecule. For step number 1 you have to calculate the volume of one drop. Our main target first is, and you know how we will calculate the volume of one drop. Means we will fill the liquid in puppet. We will allow a volume from A to B to move into beaker in the form of drops. We will calculate the number of drops, and we will calculate the total volume that has moved. The total volume that has moved is bigger C, and the number of drops that has moved is N. When you divide total volume moved by total number of drops moved, you will get the volume of one drop. This is first step. So we have calculated the volume in step number 1. You know the formula of volume is area into height. You have already calculated the volume. Suppose in step number 2 we calculate the area. Then what will be we will be able to find? We will be able to find the height. Volume we will already calculated in step number 2. In step number 1, sorry. In step number 2 we will calculate the area, and what we will get? We will get the height of molecule. We will calculate the volume of molecule, one molecule, and we will calculate the area of one molecule. Then what we will get? We will get the height of one molecule. It's our target is, but we have only reached to this step number 1. Our step number 2 is to calculate the area. Our step number 2, our main target is to calculate area. How you will calculate area? You will take some surface like a table. What will you pour? You will pour some liquid over it, and this liquid will spread over the table. This is a surface. You will pour the liquid. Which liquid? Whose means area of volume molecule we want to calculate. We will pour the liquid, same liquid which we have placed in the puppet na. We will pour some of the liquid on the surface. It is going to spread. How it is going to spread? That means it will form a layer of molecules like this. Either it will form a single layer of molecules, or it will form a 2 layer of molecules, or either it will form a 3 layer of molecules. We don't know how many layers have been formed, but our target is to calculate this only, but we are getting this. So what we will do? We will dilute it. Dilute means patla kar denge. We will dilute it. When we will dilute it by adding something. Adding something means, suppose I have added water to it. What will happen? When you dilute it, suppose this is number 1 molecule, this is number 2 molecule, and this is number 3 molecule, this is number 4, this is number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. When you dilute it, this number 1 molecule will apply weight on number 5, and number 2 will apply weight on number 4. So what will happen when they apply the weight na, and 5 will apply weight on 6 and 4 will apply weight on 8. Suppose there are means this much of molecules. When you dilute it na, the number 3 will apply weight on 1 also and 2 also. As a result of this, 1 and 2 will get up to some distance. They will form a space in between them, and 3 will come in between this. What is the result of dilution? The result of dilution is we are getting a single layer of molecules from too many layers. Suppose if we are having too many layers of molecules, like this 1 layer, 2nd layer, 3rd layer, we are having 3 layers. And if we dilute it with some liquid na, we are going to get a single layer of molecules. And now if we calculate the area of this single layer of molecule, we are getting to our target number 2. Our target is to calculate the area of a single layer of molecules. Volume we have already calculated. So how we will calculate the area? We will take a surface. We will drop the liquid. A liquid will spread on the surface. After that, what will you do? You will take a graph paper. The graph paper we are using in mathematics, like this. You will take a graph paper like this, and you will place this graph paper on this liquid. And what you will get? You will get the impression. Impression means thabba. Impression of this liquid means you will get the shape of liquid on the graph paper. And what will be the shape of graph paper when you get the impression like this? Suppose you will get an impression like this of liquid. Impression is shape pa ban jayega. Here you are getting a full square. You know the area of this full square, that is 1 centimeter cube. Here you are also getting the full square. That means one more 2 centimeter square area. Here you are getting a square but not full, it up to 80%. If you are getting a square more than 50%, now you will count 1 plus 1, that means 3. Here you are getting a square less than 50%, you will discard it, you will not calculate it. You are getting a square more than 50%, you will make plus 1. You are getting a square more than 50%, you will get plus 1. Here you are getting a square less than 50%, discard it. Less than 50% square, na? Discard it. So what you will get? 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 5. Total area you have got is 5 centimeter square. Means you will get the approximation of area on a graph paper. That means your second step is to calculate the area. You have calculated volume also and you have calculated area also. And if you got the volume divided by area, what you will going to get? You will going to get the height of molecule or diameter of molecule. That is your target, to find the size of molecule. So you now you understand how we are getting the area of a liquid. Means we are spreading the liquid on a surface and we are placing a graph paper on the liquid, and an impression of that liquid gets generated on the graph paper. And the full squares we are calculating 1 area, and the squares which are having impression more than 50% we are calculating plus 1, which are having impression less than 50% we are discarding them. So in this way we will get approximation of the area of liquid that is dropped on the surface. So that means we will take a surface, we will form a layer of liquid on the surface. What then we will get? We will then dilute it. What we will do it? Dilute it. When you will dilute it, they will form a single layer. And then what we will get? We will get the impression of graph paper to calculate the area. So in this way we are going to get the area. We will measure area how? Graph paper, impression, we will count the squares and we will get the area. Suppose that area is A. You know Dina what we are doing. First we are calculating volume, then we are calculating area. Now this we will detail in, we will study in this detail. Now you know the procedure. In step number 1 we have to calculate the volume. In step number 2 we have to calculate the area. We will divide the volume by area. We are going to get the height of one layer of molecule, that is equal to the diameter of one molecule. We are going to get the height of one layer of molecules. Height means the diameter of one molecule we are going to get. How we have achieved this one layer of molecules? By diluting the solution with some liquid. And what the dilution will do? The dilution will help us in forming the single layer. Because when we are spreading the liquid on the surface, we are not aware that we are getting one layer of molecules or two layer of molecules or three layer of molecules. But when we will do the dilution with some liquid, definitely we are going to get a single layer of molecules. If there were two layer of molecules, after dilution we are definitely going to get a single layer of molecules. Now the actual story begins. What you will do? Suppose your target is to calculate the means height of your, I will give you one oleic acid molecule. Your target is to calculate the height of this oleic acid molecule. I am giving this oleic acid. What will you do? We are taking a illustration of oleic acid. You will take a molecule of larger size of oleic acid. You will not take a single molecule. You will take some volume of oleic acid. That is means you have taken 1 centimeter cube of volume. 1 centimeter cube volume you have taken of oleic acid, and you have added it in this volume of alcohol. We are diluting it, no? Total solution will form of this much volume, 20 centimeter cube volume of solution will be formed, and this is a solution of oleic acid. That means what you have taken a volume 1 centimeter cube of oleic acid. You have diluted in 19 centimeter cube of alcohol to form the 20 centimeter cube solution of oleic acid. Why we are taking the alcohol? Because alcohol is easily spread to cover the large surface area. Alcohol has one property. It spread to cover large surface area and it will vaporize easily. Means it will form the vapors easily. So what we have got? We have got total volume of solution is 20 centimeter cube of volume. In your hand, what you are now having? You are having 20 centimeter cube of solution of oleic acid. That means this solution contain both the alcohol plus oleic acid. But someone asks you what is the volume of oleic acid in this solution? Means in this solution, what is the volume of oleic acid? You will tell to him it is the 20th part, 1/20th centimeter cube. Means what is the volume of oleic acid in solution? I am giving this a solution name A. Suppose. So you will say volume of oleic acid in solution A is 1.20 centimeter cube. That means volume of oleic acid is 1.20 centimeter cube. Volume of oleic acid is present in solution. That means इसका 20वां हिस्सा होगा solution, 20th part in solution. Okay, this is your first step. In second step, what you will do? Second step, you are having this 20 centimeter cube of solution. You will take only 1 centimeter cube of this solution. 1 centimeter cube of this solution.